Coach Tony, Risling Podium Performance, and today is a good day. It is the end of 6-12-25. It's the last horizontal chest and back workout. So yeah, it's good to know that I start something new tomorrow. Anyways, if you like this type of content, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Also, I'll be putting together a preview of the upcoming World Athletics Championships track and field that are going to be starting this upcoming weekend in Tokyo, Japan. I'll be primarily focusing on sprints, relays, throws, and jumps because that's kind of the stuff that really interests me the most, as well as multi-events. I don't know too much, to be honest, about long distance to really dabble into that as much as I can into the much more explosive and entertaining events overall. But yeah, so time to hop into the warm-up here. All right, so the 6-12-25 is still the bench press, 6 reps, 12 dips, and then 25 cable flies. I got 2 sets of this, which is really nice to know that it's not 3. I'm going to challenge myself on bench press. I'm going to see if I can get 165. There's only one way to find out, going after it. So here we go. Okay, let's dive into the 2 sets here. So we got set 1 on the left, set 2 on the right. So both sets felt good overall. If you look, almost exact same pacing on the lowering of the bar. I'm just touching the chest, so excellent control, I'd say, for both sets here. And honestly, it felt good. Yeah, I went up to 165 to see if I could do that. Typically, I wouldn't go up on the last week, but I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And then we get into the dips, and these, you just go up and down. There was nothing challenging here. It's only 2 sets after all, and this is an exercise I'm fairly decent at. And it's just aiming to get that full range, closing up that elbow joint. And then we get into the good old fun of the cable flies. So the thing I'm focusing on here is I'm internally rotating, I'm pronating the hands each time to really finish off shortening the pec. So I'm really focusing every rep on getting a good strong squeeze in the pec and trying to make it so that is where I'm initiating and finishing the movement from, instead of from the shoulders or from the triceps. That's why, yes, my elbows stay a little bent throughout the entire motion. That way I'm not straightening out my arms. All right, so the chest portion went real good overall. Now it's time for the back. So we've got the bent over row. I'm going to be doing both sets, supinated grip, so palms facing up. It makes it a little harder on the grip overall, I personally find, but I get a little bit better squeeze of the last. And then the chest supported dumbbell rows for 12 reps, and we got the seated row for 25. So everything's kind of that horizontal pull. This is, it's going to suck by the end, but only 2 sets. That's what I'm looking forward to, is also knowing this is the last time I have the 6-12-25 in this cycle. All right, hopping into the second set here. My memory card was full, so didn't record the first set and realized it at the end. But these, yeah, supinated grip, I find it makes it a little bit harder, not just for the grip, but also getting a good hard squeeze on the bent over row. I should focus on getting a little more horizontal with the upper body. Then we get into the chest supported rows. So these, I just found, okay, get myself a little higher up on the bench and I can get my arms a little bit straighter. But even then, because I've got long arms for my height, I'm still each time just barely tapping the top of the bench. So that's the limiting factor in terms of the range. And we get into the good old fun here. Just go back and forth. This is just, honestly, I just have fun with these. It's not heavy. It's just keep on going. That's all I'm really trying to do here. Just keep on going. Trying to keep the elbows nice and tight. I had one side out a little bit by mistake when I was switching the handles around. All right, so that's everything for today's workout, as well as that's all for the 6-12-25 cycle. Felt great to know that it was the last one and the workout went really well overall. No real issues at all today. Yeah, the second set on the bent over row, that was rough. Just keeping that position, and my grip started to fail on around the 3rd rep. But after that, everything went real smooth overall. I did kind of mess up my grip over here on the seated row. I had one of the handles a little further out, but no real big issue. Still pulling.
My post-workout is going to be the usual: a scoop of ATP Labs grass-fed whey, a half scoop of the greens and reds whole food mix, as well as 5 grams of creatine monohydrate. If you want to get 10% off an order from ATP Labs, go to atplab.com. The link is also in the description below, and use code RISLING10, that's RISLING 10, at checkout to get 10% off. And it's good in both Canada and the US. Yeah, more content coming out. Coach Tony, Risling Podium Performance. Go get after it and embrace your potential.